Hey everybody, how you doing out there? It is Mr. Bookman and I will be reading Finding Christmas by Helen Ward and Wayne Anderson. Please enjoy, and I want to wish everyone out there a wonderful Christmas and a blessed one. Finding Christmas. It had been a long, dreary December, and here it was Christmas Eve. For weeks, the little girl in the red coat had been searching for the perfect present to give someone very special. Now night was falling, and time was growing short. The main street was noisy and crowded. The girl was stepped on, pushed and jostled, and squeezed off the busy pavement. Into the damp gloom of December Lane, which was as gray and cold and empty as a winter without Christmas. An ordinary shopper would have turned back, but the girl in the red coat wasn't ready to give up. Maybe she thought the perfect gift is just waiting to be found here in the overlooked corner of town. As she peered into the shabby windows, her hope began to fade. There was nothing special here. Only shops filled full of spare parts and old teapots and dusty dead insects. She shivered and pulled her coat more tightly over her. As she was about to turn back, a glimmer from across the street caught her eye. A patch of warm light spilled from a shop window she couldn't recall having seen before. It was heaped with toys and games, and the girl could see that the shop was bustling with activity. As she pushed open the door, a bell on a spring rang merrily. A little breath of Christmas slipped past her and into December Lane and up the dark gray clouds. She closed the door carefully behind her and stood staring in wonder. She had never seen so many toys. Surely she could find an extra special present here. Teddy bears and model trains, books and dolls and dinosaurs were piled as high shelves and long countertops. At one of the counters, another customer was being helped. Shop assistants raced around, crossing items off a long shopping list. "Excuse me," said the girl politely. "I'd like to find a..." "I'll be with you shortly," called the answer. Up and down the ladder the assistant flew. The girl watched as one shelf after another became empty. "Can you help me?" the girl asked a hurrying assistant. "I see you have a..." "Just a moment," he replied. The other customers, who barely fit into his huge gray coat and well-worn hat, scooped games from the shelves into his pack. Surely he's not going to buy everything. But the passing assistant just waved a dismissive hand. The other customers looked her way as he bustled past from under the brim of his hat. She thought she caught the wink of a kind and twinkly eye. The toys continued to roll and settled into an enormous sack. They rattled and pinged and squeaked and whistled until the floor, the customers, and every shelf were cleared, as if by magic. The girl looked on in dismay. Soon other customers were ready to leave. He tied his great sack shut, slung it over his back, and somehow squeezed through the door, leaving just enough space for a cheerful Merry Christmas. "I'm very sorry, miss, but we have nothing left to sell," said the chief assistant, turning to her at last. The girl in the red coat felt her heart sink. She would just have to continue her search elsewhere. "Not to worry," whispered the assistant with a secret smile. "Sometimes the best presents are the ones that find us." The girl stepped outside and gazed up into the darkness. Swirling with snowflakes, It had been a dreary December and a dismal Christmas Eve, but the town in its fresh white coat looked beautiful. The girl smiled at the thought of how much the special someone waiting at home would have this snow. It wasn't something she had bought in a store, but it was still a gift they could share. As she turned towards home, the girl heard a faint, merry ring of a bell. She looked up and something tumbling towards her out from the sky. With a flurry and a gentle thrust, a little breath of Christmas landed at her feet. It was exactly what she had been searching for, an extra Christmas present. For an extra special brother's very first Christmas. Well, wasn't that a cute story? She finally found her Christmas gift that she wanted, huh? Have you anything like that ever happened to you before? Let me know with a thumbs up if anything ever happened like that to you before. Well, everybody, I hope all of you enjoyed this book reading. And if you did, can you give it a big thumbs up? Smash that thumbs up button. Can you do that for me, please? If you're new and you came along this book reading, can you hit that red subscribe button down below and subscribe to my channel and check out my book readings here? I got plenty, so feel free to check them out. Also hit that notification bell. Whenever I upload a video, you will be notified. But until my next book reading, they call me Mr. Bookman, and this book reading is over. Have a fantastic Christmas, everybody, and take care.